Alright, here's an example that's going to be done mostly with a calculator rather than a spreadsheet, but we're still going to have to look up something on the internet to answer all of these questions. And this is just basic questions for any kind of mortgage that comes about. So here we have the Hunters are planning on purchasing a home for $225,000. Alright, that's important. The bank loan officer has told them they can get a mortgage with an APR of 5.7%. And this is going to be for 30 years, and they have to make a down payment of 15%. Now be really careful. The 15% and the 5.7% are different. 5.7% is a rate. It's interest rate per year, rather than this 15%, which is just a flat percentage of money. It doesn't have a time frame to it. So the first thing it asks is, what will the down payment be? Well, the down payment is related to this 15%. So we're going to take 15% of the cost of the house, which is $225,000, really close to the average cost of a house today, kind of scary. So if we do 15% times 22,500, we're going to get 33,750. So the answer to this question is 33,750. A little chump change, yeah. Alright, then it asks how much will the mortgage be? In other words, how much are they going to be borrowing? Well, since they're making a down payment of $33,000, that's going to reduce the cost of the house because they're paying some of it up front. So that's just basically the subtraction of $225,000 and this $33,000 number. So $225,000 minus it. So the cost of the loan is going to be $191,000 with a little $250 on the back end. Alright, so that's how much the mortgage is going to cost, not how much the house is going to cost, just the mortgage. Alright, now we need to find their monthly payment. So we're going to use this number here, how much we're going to be borrowing. We're going to be using the 30 years, and we're going to be using the APR of 5.7%. So you might want to write those down before we go to our website. I definitely am. So 191,250, 5.7, and 30 years. Alright, so let's go to the website. So this is the Moodle page. Under here is loan calculator to find monthly payment. So we'll go to that website. And what we want to enter is the amount of money we're borrowing, which is 191,250 after the down payment. That's all that's left. The interest rate was 5.7%, so I'll just put in 5.7. And the term is 30 years, so 30 times 12 is 360 months. And let it calculate it. So our monthly payment is going to be $1,110 and a lousy 2 cents. I'm just going to use the $1,110, 2 cents. It'll work itself out. Alright, so 1110. So the monthly payment will be 1110 per month. If you want to be precise, put the 2 cents in there. Alright, so how much will they pay for this mortgage? Well, that's going to be how much you pay per month, and we're going to multiply that by every month that you're going to make a payment. So you're making $1,110 per month. This goes back to those nice little conversion fractions. And we're paying for 30 years, which is 360 months. So what's going to go away, of course, is the months. So we're left with those two multiplied together. So 1110 times 360. So to pay for this house, it's going to cost 300, or just for the mortgage now, not the cost of the house, $39,600. Almost $400,000. Alright, and that's only to cover under $200,000 mortgage. Now that's how much they pay for the mortgage itself, just the loan. The next question is, how much do they pay for the whole house? Well, how much they pay for the house is going to be how much they pay for the mortgage, This is one of those common sense things, but a lot of people forget about it. Plus how much they paid for the down payment, because that came out of their pocket too. So think of this as all the money that has come out of their pocket is how much their house is going to cost. The money that went towards your mortgage, or their mortgage, the hunters, and the money that went towards the down payment. So this gives you a grand total of $33,750, $433,350 to pay for this house that originally cost $225. Kind of crazy, huh? So then the next question is, how much of this is interest? Well, interest is always going to be, I equals the future value minus the principal. Well, the future value is this number over here. That's how much it cost to pay for this house. And the principal, of course, is the original $225,000. So the interest is going to equal this big ugly number minus the original big ugly number. And the amount of interest that is paid for this loan is a lot. So minus $225,000, $208,000 with a little bit of $350 on the back end. So almost as much as the cost of the house paid in interest to purchase this house over 30 years. Kind of crazy, but that's mortgages.